Good morning, Parker's Cove family. It is so good to see you all again. I just want to take a second to thank everybody for your continued prayers as I've been out with lovely appendicitis, but I'm doing much better. Glad to be back on my feet and back to work. But thank you all for your cards and for some of the treats you dropped off. But most important, just having my back as church family. I just am so thankful and appreciative for each one of you. Just a handful of announcements this week to get everybody updated. First things first, just want to let you all know that we've been praying for Wayne and Christine Disney, and Christine is now home, so don't stop praying, continue to pray, but we sure are glad that she is home now. Big thing, exciting thing that happened this week, Roland and Iva celebrated their 60th wedding anniversary. Me and Vashti have some catching up to do. We're just so congratulations to Roland and Iva. We're so thankful for you and trust that you were blessed and encouraged this week. As you all know, government restrictions have been extended into the month of June. We're anxious to be able to meet together again as church family, but as soon as we know what that date is, we will be sure to let you all know. And in the meanwhile, keep following our ministry accounts online, keep reading the weekly update emails, and following us on our YouTube page and on our various Facebook pages. We miss you all, but we also recognize that during this time, there's still ways that we can be an encouragement to one another, so follow those pages so that we can be informed as much as possible. A word of praise. We got an update from Marilyn this week, and our Flex Center project is fully funded at this point. Every item that we've needed to get is accounted for, so we're just praising God for that right now, for his abundant blessing and looking after us in this way to allow us to further grow our facility so that when we are able to meet and be open to the community again, that we can be as effective as possible in ministry in our area. With that in mind, although this project is fully funded, there is still obvious need for continued support of Parker's Cove Baptist Church. So we do encourage you to continue to give, whether it's online or by mail, keeping in mind that those monies go to Parker's Cove, but they also go all over the world to our various missionaries that we support. So we do just ask that you would continue to partner in that way. A bit of a fun announcement. Ed and Teresa Seeley, we know them and love them very well. They're getting ready to celebrate their 50th wedding anniversary on June 12th coming up. So if you followed the weekly update email, there's some information there on how you can be a part of congratulating them and celebrating with them for this milestone. So if you want to send them a video or a card or something to that effect, if you go to the weekly update email, there will be information there for you to be able to follow in order to encourage them and send them your love. So my last announcement this morning is a big one. It's a prayer request for all of you. We are needing prayer partners for day camp this year. We need you all to get on board praying that God will open up the restrictions for us to be able to hold a physical day camp in the month of July. Right now, our plan, God willing, is to be able to have day camp from July 12th to 16th. That's in the month of July, right in the middle of the summer. Perfect timing as long as everything's open. We're looking forward to doing that. Our theme this year is called I Wonder. And I want to read a little synopsis that got put together for our curriculum that we're doing this year. I think our kids will really, really enjoy it. So kids are naturally curious. And when you're curious about who God is, it's easy to grow in your relationship with Jesus. And that's why in I Wonder, this week-long day camp series, we're going to engage kids' imaginations. Kids will not only get curious about science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, but also about the God who created it all. They're going to hear from early church leaders like Paul and Peter and John and Timothy, who helped the first Christians, the first Jesus followers, wonder what made their stories unique, what gifts God gave them, how to use those gifts to serve one another, what they could learn from others about their faith, and how they could spend time with God. So we're really looking forward to this series on spiritual habits to be able to bring the kids in our community through. They're going to learn how to have a relationship with God and how to grow in their relationship with God, as well as doing all of the fun day camp activities that we all love. So over the next couple of weeks, if you get an email from me, we are looking for volunteers to be a part of that. But for our entire church family, we do ask that you would just pray that the details will continue to fall into place as they need to, and that, Lord willing, we'll be able to have a physical day camp again. As much as we enjoyed our virtual day camp last year, we certainly want to be able to have kids on the property this summer. So pray for that. Pray that God will lead and open the doors, and that His perfect will be done. And we thank you so much for praying for this ministry. So that's all I have for announcements this morning. I just want to continue to remind you all to be in prayer for one another during this extended lockdown. We love you all. We want to be an encouragement to one another. So continue to pray for one another. Reach out. Talk to me. Talk to Mark. We will love to hear from you. I just want to be able to connect with you all. We love you so much. Hope you're doing well. And we can't wait until the circumstances allow for our church family to gather again. Back to you, Mark.